And so for this class in general, I would practice one hand first, like a C chord, easy. Now, what does that mean inversion? C chord is made up of C, E, G, but if I put my C up here, this is still called C chord, but I have to take it with one hand. So I'm going to curl my fingers. You could see which finger is on E, G, C. 5 on E, 3 on G, thumb on C. That's C chord, first inversion. Then if I keep inverting, I put the E instead up here. I have these 3 keys to hit. Fingering for left hand is 5 on G, index on C, thumb on E. That's second inversion of the C chord. And if you keep inverting and you put the G on top, then you are back at where we began, the original C chord. C, E, G. Right. So practice that and then practice going back as well. That means what? The G here on top will be flipped down to the bottom. And again, I'm using the same finger. G, C, E, E with 5, 2, 1. And I keep flipping down. That means it takes the top note E, put it down here, and I've got E, G, C with 5, 3, 1. And I keep flipping the C down, and I get C, E, G. Now that the explanation is done, let's just do it. C chord root. C chord first inversion. 5, 3, 1. C chord second inversion. 5, 2, 1. C chord root again. And then flip it down. C chord second inversion. G, C, E. 5, 2, 1. Flip it down to E, G, C. 5, 3, 1. And flip it down to original. That's C chord and inversion practice for the left hand. Those of you who are more advanced, and you know that, you can practice in your right hand as well. C, E, G. Flip that C on top and you get E, G, C. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. E, G, C. And you flip it again, you got 1, 3, 5. G, C, E. And you flip it again, you get the root position. And then you flip it down, you got G, C, E. 1, 3, 5. And you flip it again to get the first inversion, you get E, G, C, E, G, C. 1, 2, 5. And finally. So this is a demonstration. If you rely on just following me during Zoom, you're not going to advance. It's up to you to practice each hand separately until you can get at least to that speed. Block. You can then also practice broken. That's root position. That's first inversion. Broken second inversion. Right? And then you're going down as well. When you're going down, you're going pinky first, then the note in the middle, and then the thumb. That's root position. E, C, G. All of this will be very, very good for those of you who would like to accompany yourself singing these chords and their inversions. Of course, broken can also be done with the left hand, right? This is broken. And then and those of you who find this really, really difficult, I would recommend you use stickers. So let me demonstrate stickers on a different chord. Let's say I want to do G chord, an inversion. So here's my G chord. G, B, D, G, B, D. I need six stickers to practice my chord and inversion easily. Because now I know whatever I play, it needs to be one of these keys. I can play these three, then I can play these three, then I can play these three, then I can play these three. So visually speaking, you don't have to like, where is this key? Where is that key? You just need to know your finger, right? And so G chord, block, root, G chord, first inversion, still the same fingers, 5, 3, 1. G chord, second inversion is where the left hand switch to. Second inversion is when the left hand has the index. D, G, B. And then root position. When your sticker is there, you don't have to kind of think too hard. You just aim for the stickers. And what you're thinking is, there's only one inversion that uses my index, and there's this one, second inversion. Otherwise, everybody else, the other inversions in the root position it's always my middle finger in the middle. If you think of it that way, it might go faster until you can do broken. Evenly, slowly, but without stopping. When you get to the top, you repeat the top, and then you go down. It's really difficult for me to play with my fingers curled up, so you can see my fingers. Don't play like me, right? The fingers curled up is for your sake, so that you see which finger I'm using where. But, you know, you're supposed to play like this. And then going down. Use 2 here. And first inversion, it's a 3 in the middle. And root is middle finger. Right? So G chord is one of those. The 3 chords that we use a lot in music is chord 1, 4, and 5. So we're in C major, chord 1 is C. Chord 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, F chord. Chord 5 would be the G chord, which we just did. So if you're asking me, which chord should I play chords and inversion with? Chord 1, 4, and 5. We've done the chord 1 and inversion. And we've done the G chord and inversion. Now we need to do the F chord and inversion. So if I were you at home and you have different color, I would put another color for all the F chord. That way you can practice every day without having to lift it up. But I'm going to just move my stickers to F, A, C, and again F, A, C. That way I don't have to think about it. I just aim for the key that has the sticker. And I only have to remember what for the left hand, that the finger that's the only time that the index is playing in your chords is second inversion, right? Okay, let's practice the F chord. F, A, C. First inversion, still using middle finger in the middle. Now second inversion, C, F, A has an index, right, in the middle. And then on top you get F, A, C. And then you back down to second inversion, and that's why you're using the index on F. Then first inversion is A, C, F, and now let's do it broken. F, A, C, A, C, C, F, A, C. Now we're going down. C, A, F, C. Having the stickers really help, because you're like wondering, am I going to play next? You don't have to remember the keys you just pressed because your stickers are there for you to press, right? So that's a review. I'm not going to do the right hand again and again because not all of you are at the stage where you are able to like handle all of that work and also do your right hand. I gave you the fingering for the right hand already, and I do have the material with all the fingers written in each of these chords in inversion. So that's up to you. It's in the module 0, but it's not like, oh, you absolutely have to, know all of this. C chord inversion, F chord inversion, G chord inversion by 8 weeks. No, this is like a long-term investment for those of you who really want to progress in your technique. Do chords and inversions.